Nimesimama na meneja wa msanii Bien na mke wake pia yeye amehudhuria moja ya warsha iliyokuwa ikizungumzia wanawake na muziki katika bara la Afrika. Mambo vipi?
Poa, niaje?
Safi sana. You attended the summit about African women in music. What was of interest in the workshop?
I think anytime women are together, it's magical. And it's beautiful to see how many women are top of industry. Yeah.
So what has been discussed there, and like it was kind of wake-up call or something that shocked you or anything?
Not a wake-up call particularly, but I think what I left with is it's very important as women we're intentional. We have allies in the industry. We work together in the industry, we support one another in the industry, and we create spaces where we're able to be the best versions of ourselves in an industry that's very, very male dominated. Here, for example, there are 5 East African nominees, 6. I'm the only female manager, Nimimi Peke. So I think, yeah, just to be very intentional about supporting one another. There are some things as women that only women will understand, you know, so you have to be able to run to a fellow woman and be like, hi, please help me. So I think, yeah, just to be in allyship, to be together, to be in community with one another.
You mentioned that you were the only woman who is managing an artist. What do you think should be done to pull up many women managers in the music industry?
That's a tough question, and it's a good question. Kwa sababu in general, me, I don't think the industry is very supportive of being a woman. And I mean that especially as you get older. Because as you get older and you have children, you know, the hours of the industry are very long. So the idea of being able to just pop home and, you know, breastfeed or, you know, take care of your child or, you know, feed them. Not that that's just a woman's job, Peke, but overwhelmingly that's a lot of things that kind of remove women after a certain age from some of these spaces. I think case studies are important. Knowing that it's possible is important. I think a lot of women decide, let me not even go for it because now how am I going to do X, Y, Z? I think the second thing is that makes it hard and it's an uncomfortable conversation. Like, honestly, even since I've been here, this is an amazing experience. But when men enter a space, men start by respecting one another. When women enter a space, you must command your respect. You must demand your respect. That's very, very different. So I think those things make it very difficult. If you're not a certain personality type to enter, I think what can be done is, like I said to begin with, community allyship, that's first and foremost very, very important. I think to keep men accountable. Women are not, I mean, and by the way, kila kitu ni sawa, by the way. If you have a music video, kuna dancers, blah, 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 ni sawa too. There's no judgment. But I definitely think we must remind even our brothers, women hold many hats. It's not just to be there to dance. It's not just to be there to make a space look pretty. We also have a brain. We can use our brain and to create environments where men give us those opportunities to showcase, because good teams are balanced. Good teams are a combination of different personality types, different psychologies, different backgrounds, different ways of attacking things. So, yeah, I think just women staying strong with one another and then encouraging our brothers to also commit to changing how we operate a little bit.
Chiki, you play 2 different but very important roles to Bien as a wife and a manager. How do you differentiate the things?
You can't. Honestly, you can't. Okay, first of all, me and Bien wanapenda muziki, by the way. So what happens is, like, when we're together, in general, we end up speaking about work. And all the time we say, apana, ni 9 o'clock sayi, stop. Let's talk about Netflix or something like that. But because this is our passion, this is our love, it's very, very hard. Even managers, I've seen my wonderful manager friends. The things you do as a wife, honestly, you do as a manager. Like, your artist can tell you, Ebu, Naskia Mja, go and find me some food, you know, and then your job is to go find. Pia as a wife, it's the same thing. So honestly, the line is very blurry. Yeah, it's very, very blurry.
Thank you so much. What's your general views about Trace Award being done in Tanzania for the very first time?
I am the biggest believer in East Africa. I think Tanzania, Dar, Arusha, Nairobi, Kigali, Kampala, Entebbe, the more that we can bring biashara here home, the more we have an ability to show that East Africa as a unit is equally as powerful as everywhere else. But I think sometimes what happens, we get into our mind that this isn't a Nigerian industry. This is a South African industry. And the more that these things come to our front door, it's natural. Once you are in my home, you must respect my home. So it's been beautiful seeing that here, you're in our home. So Bien Niki, Mario Niki, Diamond Niki, Ali Kiba, you know, like Joshua Baraka, that's a very important message to be able to showcase, because the narrative globally, because of years and years of creating industry, has been very West Africa centric or West Central Africa centric. So for me, the more we can bring here to East Africa, anywhere in East Africa, the more I'm happy.